Welcome back, brothers and sisters. I am Braden. This is Langley Outdoors Academy, the place where we not only talk about what's going on in the gun world, but also how we're going to fix it together, and that is a key point of what we're going to address today. This Senate committee hearing, guys, I'm not exaggerating. We have 9 or 10 full clips that we have to break down and bring to you over the next couple of days. This is some incredible stuff, and everything will be linked in the description box below, and I can't wait to hear what you guys think about this one, because this is one of the best backfires that I've seen in a while with this type of stats that the Republicans brought forward. This is actually pretty legit. So, of course, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn the notification bell on. We are distributing Freedom twice daily, and we would love to have you along for the ride. And the content today, I've got to show you this giveaway by Vanish Holsters, and then we are going to hit it. My brothers and sisters, I am excited to bring you what I think is the biggest giveaway that I've ever seen on this channel, and it's brought to you by Vanish Holsters. Now, Vanish Holsters is made for the everyday American concealed carry patriot, not the upper echelons of the gun world. We're talking somebody who wants to have a gun, have it be comfortably stored, and safely stored to protect themselves and those that they love. This is the most comfortable holster that you're ever going to wear. This is a 48-inch belt that fits universally to anybody, and it's completely ambidextrous. It has a no stink material, and it fits up to a 46-inch waist. This is something that you're going to want to check out. Look at this. They are launching the biggest giveaway I have ever had on this channel. They are giving one of you this incredible Jeep Gladiator and $25,000 worth of gold thanks to Vanish. To enter, all you have to do is click the link in the description and get yourself the most comfortable holster you've ever worn, and Vanish is hooking you up. Get $40 off now when you use my link in the description box below. All right, everybody, listen, if there's one thing that you have to understand, the dog and pony show, that tactic is mastered by the Democrats. And the Democrats in the Senate called this hearing in order to get some talking points and get some little snippets for their own careers and for gun control advocates, all the things to really, get some movement going. This is going to be one of the best backfire things once we deliver all these clips that we've seen in a while. In fact, they always have this quest to take a flamethrower and do this to the Constitution. Yeah, this is not helping their cause. Like I said, let me know in the comments field if you think this is a backfire like I do. But let's get into this because Marsha Blackburn brought receipts.
But we saw that.
Okay, let's talk a little bit about those mass shooters, because we know that 25% of the mass shooters have been diagnosed with a mental health disorder. And we know 55% of American adults with mental illness have never sought treatment and never received any treatment. And we also know that 42% of mass shooters experienced physical abuse, sexual abuse, parental suicide, or severe bullying as children.
Okay, so let's just set up camp on that for a second. Remember those numbers. 25% had mental disorders, 50% had no treatment whatsoever, and 44 or 42 or 44, sorry, I brain of a squirrel sometimes. Let's go 44. 44% are abuse victims. Okay, so that sounds a whole lot like psychological, like mental health. That sounds like a lot more than the guns. In fact, one of the things that we consistently talk about on this channel is that the guns have always been here, something else changed. You think maybe these stats have something to do with that? 25% of these mass shooters have mental disorders. 25%? You see 25% anywhere else with any other discrepancy in economics, in business, in any type of efficiency, you are going to have an immediate conference and meeting about how 25% is slipping through the cracks immediately. 50% of that number are not getting treatment of any kind. Okay, well, the numbers are only getting worse. And 44% are victims of prior abuse of some sort or the other, whether it be bullying, abuse of other areas. Really? And you want to sit here and talk about numbers, guns with those types of numbers at that level? Oh, let's continue. We've got even more for you because that's just the first clip. This next one is from Amy Swearer. Amy Swearer is a saint. She gets in front of Congress consistently and holds her ground well. Really good stuff. Check this out.
Comment.
Addressing untreated mental illness in particular, including early intervention, getting people treatment before it becomes a crisis. This is important not just for suicide or for mass public shooting, so it certainly is important there. It's important for human flourishing. It's important even far beyond the scope of firearms. Again, we're talking about roughly half of suicides being with something other than a firearm. And so to the extent that we can get people in crisis help, especially lethal means counseling about all lethal means, not just firearms, that saves lives. And it also, again, promotes human flourishing. It promotes better communities and healthier families, and that is important on a grand scale.
So mental health support, that's what Republicans have been saying for a while. That's what conservatives have been saying. That's what gun rights supporters have been saying. The problem is quite obvious that there's an issue mentally in our nation. It's not the tool, it's the manner of our hearts and our minds. The big thing here, 50% of suicides are not done with a gun. I could have sworn the gun controllers were telling us everything was done with a gun. If guns didn't exist, none of these things would happen. Isn't it weird that in the following clips I'm going to show you coming up with the Democrats throughout the next several videos, they don't go down the road of any kind of solution. It's just guns. They don't bring statistics around mental health like Marsha Blackburn just did. They don't bring statistics around anything, but they sure do put some people and doctors behind the witnesses with lab coats to really drive home the point of authority through imagery. This is key. Again, keep in mind where we've been. 25% of mass shooters have extreme mental disorders. 50% have never received treatment, and 44% have all had prior trauma inflicted upon them. You think maybe we start there? Just maybe? This has the potential to backfire tremendously against the Democrats who called this hearing. But I got one more thing for you. And wouldn't you know it, guys, hardening schools and putting SROs throughout Tennessee has actually done some positive good. Weird.
I could also touch on the school issue that you raised, because part of the Project Safe Neighborhoods program that we had, and it was so successful in Knoxville, included interfacing with, as you may know, we had school resource officers, and that was attacked nationally as part of the Defund the Police. It was an incredibly important program as part of our comprehensive approach to reduce violent gun crime, because those individuals brought a very positive influence into the schools. They made a good impression on the children of all ages, mostly high schoolers, in connection with our program.
Isn't that weird, y'all, that you quite literally have hardening of schools as a functional working solution in Tennessee in a state-led example? You have those numbers we just covered on suicides that are not firearm related, and then you have those numbers on mass shooters around mental health. I don't mean to be too blunt with this, but doesn't it seem like we have some pretty good starting points other than ban the objects that have been here forever? The problems are new, the objects are not. Therefore, maybe we focus on the statistics that are showing glaring right in our face beyond partisan politics. Just throwing that there for food for thought. Let me know what you guys think in the comments field. I can't wait to show you the rest of these because the Democrat points are coming up too. This is going to be a great day. I will see you on the next one.